Hi, again, this is in response to some spiritual questions that are raised in the ethers. Okay, meaning it could be a human being wondering about what I'm going to talk about now, and I receive the message. So it's often speculated as to whether I read a lot or what is it that I do, what books do I tap into that I know what I know. I tap into myself, into my soul. Okay, there's this beautiful oracle deck called the Gita deck, Bhagavad Gita, that was gifted to me by a very dear friend of mine. And there's one card that flew out right at the start when I was asking for guidance on what my current energy is. And I'm pretty sure it's not just my current energy, it's my past and my future energy, and in all different dimensions, in all shapes and forms that I might exist currently, okay, in this cosmos. Now, the card that I'm talking about is Beyond Scripture. Can you see this? It's amazing. It's really deep in that you don't need books, you don't need scriptures, although they were written by highly renowned saints who would connect to the multi, okay, and get downloads, very, very precious messages on how to live our lives in order to be free, in order to be happy. And this freedom and happiness translates to being in a vibrational state that is in alignment with that of the cosmos. So everything just flows. But if you go against the current, then you're getting into a low vibrational state. This is what happens when you get attached to material things and this particular existence. But if you realize that you're not just existing here and you're a cosmic being, you're also existing somewhere else when you're sleeping and things like that, just like Avatar. Okay, I've said this before. So this basically means that by tapping into your soul, you can find all the knowledge that is present in the cosmos. I'm not saying you'll find it all in one lifetime or even 100 lifetimes, I don't know, because there's endless amounts of information out in the cosmos in terms of energies and vibrations from different beings in different shapes and forms that are existent, have been existent. Coming back to the point, you tap into your soul. It says, whatever purposes are served by a small pond are achieved by the great reservoirs of water. So you don't really have to go seeking out an ocean, because this little lake that you have within you, which is your soul, is nothing but a small speck of that big ocean, which is the cosmos. So you have to get rid of all the low vibrational energies that might have been created because you're a part of this experience, and then sometimes we lose our way and we become very attached to everything that is here. But if we become attached, that is when we start controlling our flow. We want to do things only in a manner that will serve that desire. It's not wrong to have a desire, it's wrong to be attached. If you let go, it'll come very seamlessly into your existence. So all you have to do is go inwards, do meditation or do some type of healing. Find out about the methods that are available that can help you connect deeply to yourself and be your truest self, and not a people pleaser, not somebody who wants to fit in, but somebody who's a leader, because every individual on this planet is a leader in his own or her own right. But what we do is we just follow the masses. So very few leaders emerge. But what we need to realize is each and every one of us has a leader within us, if only we look inwards. Because after all, how am I standing out in the crowd? Why should I? Because I'm made of the same fabric that you are made of. We've all come from the cosmos. So if we remove the veil of attachments and low vibrational energies, emotions, thoughts, then what you'll find inside is the light. And that is the frequency of the cosmos. Once we get that deep with the process of knowing ourselves, then we are literally connecting to ourselves. We are finding ourselves. It's about discovering who we are on the inside that we already knew in some previous lifetime or the other. This is a new experience. The previous one was boring, so we chose this type of life, and here we are. Okay, there's another card that I find is very important and significant, especially with the kind of events that have been taking place in my life where people have been attacking me, probably forces other than those in the human form even. Okay, they're all there for a reason, to teach us lessons, to bring balance into our lives. Until we see the dark side, we don't know that there's light somewhere hidden within. So you need to have that balance, and you need to learn your lessons. If you don't learn your lessons, you repeat cycles. You repeat the cycles. Okay, there are many cycles that take place in the course of a lifetime. So you will be repeating those cycles, and you will never get out of it, because every time you repeat, it intensifies. So if you're in a low vibrational state, that vibrational frequency will intensify, and it will trap you. It will literally trap you. So the next card is Pretenders. Okay. So this is Saraswati, that is a peacock. Just look at the image. This is a sign of artistic nature, creativity, and divine connection, and intelligence, and divine protection, possibly even royalty. So what is given here is those who restrain the working senses, okay, but continue to dwell on sense objects, delude themselves, and are called pretenders. So let's say your 5 senses are working really well, right? And even if your 6th sense is not activated, it's fine. Many of us still know that we're intuitive, we just don't want to admit it. Let's work with the 5 senses right now. They are showing you some truth, you're hearing some truth, your soul knows that this is the truth. But what happens is you're so attached to the sense objects, meaning whatever the sensory organs help you perceive in this reality. For example, the sense of touch or the sense of smell. Maybe you get addicted to some kind of food, or the sense of how something looks or appears to another person's eyes. Maybe you look really good with a Mercedes or 10 in your parking lot, and you look really powerful, and you look rich, and you look this and that. That is actually just pretense. Okay, if you are too connected to the sense objects, what they bring to the table, and not really paying heed to what the senses are trying to communicate to you, because the senses have been given to you for this reason, to be able to communicate truth. Why do we have to stress on this word truth so much? Because there's a bunch of lies that has overtaken this world. Like I said, we need both, but we need to find a way to come back to the truth of how our existence needs to be for us to live freely and happily. Tell me, who wants to live in a sad and mundane world with anxiety and debts and all kinds of burdens? Nobody wants to live. I, for one, don't want to. But here we are. So we need to learn the means to achieving dharma. And I haven't read Bhagavad Gita, but my soul has lived by it, which is why in this reincarnation I'm able to flow with the universe. Of course, I had some patterns that come with the existence, because I'm a human being after all, but I have quickly found means to get rid of my shadow aspects and my veil. So learn about dharma, because more than any other time in the last couple of decades, now things will start to change very quickly, and we'll try to align towards the truth vibrations, cosmic vibrations very quickly, and it might shake many foundations. So be prepared by learning about this, by going inwards and doing justice to what you want to do to make your life beautiful, and removing the focus from other people and how to manipulate them.